So Giannis Antetokounmpo went crazy against the Chicago Bulls and basically had his I'm him and I'm back moment. And it got us thinking, can Giannis Antetokounmpo have his 2011 Dirk Nowitzki season? Now the short answer is no, but the long answer is actually really interesting when it comes to the future of Milwaukee. What's going on, guys? Box-In-One back again with more content for the winter hoops for y'all. Really interesting thing in Milwaukee, right? I mean, a few weeks ago, actually, Giannis Antetokounmpo was in the trade conversation. It was about, could he go to New York? Golden State maybe wants to look into Giannis. Teams were inquiring, what type of package could Giannis Antetokounmpo go for? I mean, a couple of years ago, when a guy like Rudy Gobert goes for 4 or 5 first-round picks, Mikal Bridges goes for 6 first-round picks to go to the Knicks, you're thinking, oh yeah, Giannis Antetokounmpo, that's a huge haul back for a guy like him. But again, with the Luka Doncic trade, the market is a little bit weird in terms of predicting how much these guys really go for, because if the front office wants you out of there, they are going to get you out of their point blank period. But I do think if Milwaukee were to ever trade Giannis, it would definitely be for an insane haul. Staying on that though, it seems that Giannis Antetokounmpo is in this loop. The Bucks will start off strong. It'll be conversations about Giannis being best in the world, and he should absolutely be in those conversations, top 5 at the worst. Then he'll get injured maybe, or his star players will drop off. And then from there, he'll come back. They'll do good. They'll get some wins against the lottery teams. I'm not saying Chicago's a lottery team, but they're certainly a play-in team. And then it'll be rinse and repeat. The Bucks will get bounced in the first round. Then from there, it's like, oh my goodness, does Giannis want to leave? Well, no, he wants to stay with the culture he built. I think Giannis loves Milwaukee. He loves the atmosphere. He loves the fact that he brought them the first championship since Kareem. I'm not saying that that's an ego thing for Giannis, but being able to do that for a city that has been in a championship drought for so long, it means so much. I mean, I can only imagine what 2016 felt like for LeBron James. Cleveland, this is for you, leaving that team, coming back and getting them a championship, especially in that fashion. So you can imagine being down 2-0 in the finals and then coming back and winning and dropping 50 plus in that game. What that means for Giannis Antetokounmpo in terms of always being ingratiated in the history of Wisconsin sports. With that being said, though, I'm a little confused. So obviously Giannis is forever going to be ingratiated into Wisconsin, specifically Milwaukee sports history. But my question is, what can Milwaukee do to make themselves a contender again? I mean, you went and got Damian Lillard. In my opinion, in hindsight, that haul was a little bit too much. You gave away your perimeter defense and Drew, Javon, and Grayson Allen, Javon Carter, that is, who are all good defenders for the Milwaukee Bucks. Drew Holiday has one of the highest offensive ratings in NBA history, by the way. I think he's like 5 through 7 range for that 2021-22 season. He had it with the Bucks. Crazy stuff. I think that Drew Holiday was a guy that complimented Giannis so well. He's a two-way player, probably one of the last true two-way players, and we'll explain that again later. Video on the channel coming out on that. One of the last true two-way players. And then you go get Dame. And we've said it time and time again, the issue with Dame and Giannis was not the fact that they weren't great. The issue was they weren't a duo that complemented each other. Their games don't intersect in the way that a Jamal Murray and Nikola Jokic do, or a Luka Doncic and like a Derek Lively. I'm not comparing Derek Lively to Giannis Antetokounmpo at all, but I'm saying the way their games interacted were very feedbacky. They generated offense off of each other a lot. Pick and rolls, lobs, things of that nature. Giannis and Dame simply couldn't do that. And if you're another star in the league, right, seeing how the Dame situation turned out and seeing how basically there was no real success from playing with Giannis, I don't think stars are necessarily going to be attracted to Milwaukee. So there's that, right? Then there's the next question of, well, what type of star could help Milwaukee out a ton? What are they missing? It's a true number one guard, right? I mean, Ryan Rollins, I think the shooting guard position is great. Kevin Porter Jr. is actually having pretty solid splits this season. You've got Cole Anthony, AJ Green. You've got snipers. Miles Turner is your center. Not the greatest thing in the world, but he shows up sometimes. Bobby Portis, I mean, per 100 3-point attempts, he's shooting about 43% from 3. It's just not really impactful. Like, they have a lot of guys that can score and get buckets, but without Giannis, it's not impactful at all. And in a league that we're in now, unless you're going to be an Oklahoma City Thunder, where you're going to build a conglomerate of talent around Shea, it's like we have Shea Gilgeous-Alexander and 4 Tony Allens. That was like a funny tweet I saw a couple days ago. But the thing is, though, one of those Tony Allens is Jalen Williams, who people have as a consensus top 25 player in the league. So even if you do want to get Giannis a OKC-like team and surround him with a bunch of defensive-minded guys who can facilitate and shoot, one of them still has to be the clear number 2. Is Ryan Rollins going to be that number 2 in today's NBA? Probably not. Probably needs a couple more years. And I also think in terms of trading Giannis, that is where you would have to rebuild your identity. But I think that's the move. You let Rollins develop. Kevin Porter Jr. is going to continue to give you buckets. You get draft picks. You rebuild, because as it stands, I don't think Milwaukee's going to land another big star, especially with the guys they got hooping right now. KP Jr., Ryan Rollins, Portis, Turner, etc., Kuzma, AJ Green. You're going to lose at least 3 of those to get a really big star. I mean, do you get a guy like a Bam Adebayo, Giannis and Bam, switching off in that 4 or 5 role, really being a crazy front court? What do you do? Because you need a true number 1 point guard. You have the shooters. And then you need another true wing, right? So it's just really interesting to see the Milwaukee Bucks be stuck in this loop. I mean, again, Giannis is a hooper. He can take this team as far as they want to go. But unless all of these guys shoot the lights out every single night, and Giannis also works on his facilitation game to the point to be able to find these shooters when he's doubled, only 1 assist in that victory against the Chicago Bulls, I don't really see them doing much. And it's just really interesting that the Milwaukee Bucks are in a feedback loop between Giannis wants to go, Giannis wants to stay, Giannis loves it here, hip hip hooray. And then in the offseason, Giannis is saying in 6-7 months, I could dip. Well, it's been 6-7 months, he's here to stay, but this team is clearly not a contender. And I know he was injured, but I think the true mark of a contender, if the Thunder lost Shea, they could still probably win half of, if not 2/3 of the games that they played this year, especially given the quality of their record, right? I'm not saying that the Thunder are not an elite team, one of the best in the planet right now for a reason, but I'm saying they did have some lottery teams a few times already on that record where they are winning those types of games and had the start that they did. Now, granted, the back end of their record post All-Star break is going to be way harder. It's just how it was split, but I'm just saying without Shea, they could win a lot of those games. I don't look at this Bucks team and say they can win games at least to a level of being a contender without Giannis Antetokounmpo. It's just really interesting. With that being said, though, guys, that is going to do it for us today. It seems Giannis is back and he's here to stay in Milwaukee, but it just feels like it's going to be another loop again and again and again and again. Milwaukee, you need pieces. You need a guard. You probably do need a backup big and another wing, but is it worth blowing up what you have in the young guys developing right now in order to make that happen? Only time will tell, and we will see and continue to monitor the Giannis Antetokounmpo situation in Milwaukee, because I feel like it's a situation that's been boiling over for the last 2 to 3 years. It's simmering now. Eventually, the top of the pot is going to fly off, and it's probably going to be one of the craziest bidding wars we've seen for an NBA star in a long time, when and if Giannis Antetokounmpo decides to pull the trigger for that trade. But again, as always, if you enjoyed the content, make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. If you enjoyed the content, make sure to follow all of these socials in the description. Follow the TikTok, the Instagram, the Threads, the YouTube. Obviously, make sure to click that notification bell to be notified when we upload new content on the BoxInOne channel. For the last time, again, if you enjoy the content, make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And we will see you all in the next one.